church. So honored that you're here. Hey, put your hand over your heart. As your people, as your church, as your family in the earth, help me to have a heart that beats for what your heart beats for. Come on, put an amen on that. You, according to the riches of his glory, to be strengthened with might through his Spirit in the inner man, that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you being rooted and grounded in love. Not rooted and grounded in your opinion, not rooted and grounded in your hurt, not rooted and grounded in your offense, not rooted and grounded in the things that get you out of rhythm with God and get you on the wrong side of God and on the wrong side of life. You see, some people never find their rhythm because of what they're rooted and grounded in. That you may be able to comprehend with all the saints, not some of the saints, but with all the saints, what is the width and the length and the depth and the height. And then I love this, to know, everybody say no, to know the love of Christ which passes knowledge. Yeah, but you don't know what I know. Here's what I know. You know what? The love of Christ surpasses all that. Yeah. Love of Christ surpasses all of that. That you may be filled with the fullness of God. Come on, this is a good time. Raise both hands in the air. Come on, just say, God, fill me with all of your fullness. Come on, fill me with all of your fullness. You see, if I know God, then he will fill me with all of his fullness. Now look, we know this scripture in the church world. Some of you aren't in the church world that much, but in the church, those of us that grew up in church, like we know this scripture, but we don't know this scripture in the context of this scripture. I'm talking about Ephesians 3:20. We know this one. Now to him who is able, we love this scripture, to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think. But then there's this just caveat there. There's a comma, pause. According to the power that works in us. What's that power? The power of love. God's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask or think if you know the love of God. God's able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all you can ask or think. Listen now, if you're rooted and grounded in love. Hate in this country or in the world. And God, we cry out to you today. God, we want to be rooted and grounded in love. We want to be your church. And God, we stand for what you stand for. And our heart beats for what your heart beats for. And I want to make a public statement. I shouldn't have to make that statement, but I have to make that statement because here's what I want you to know. When I look at you, I don't see the color of your skin. I see you as a champion. I see you as a son and daughter of the Most High God. We're going to advance his kingdom, and we denounce every other kind of spirit of hate. Hear my heart on this. In the name of free speech, people stand up and vomit their hatred. A few years ago, some of you remember in Charleston, South Carolina, the young man, I can't remember his last name, his first name was Dylan. But he walked into a church and he just began to shoot people in that church that were there together for a prayer meeting. And I want you to know, it is so, listen to my heart on this, it is so not about, so it can make that a racism issue. And you know what it is? Fueled by hate. You see, the umbilical cord of racism is hatred. That's what it is. It's a spirit of hate, which breeds a spirit of murder. House rules. We do second chances. It doesn't matter if you've fallen, if you've messed up, we do second chances. We do grace. Jesus came in grace and truth. We believe the power of God can interrupt your life and change your life for his good. We do real. We do mistakes. How many of y'all made some kind of mistake? This is not a place for perfect people, and there is no church filled with perfect people. So let's don't judge our imperfection by other people's imperfection. Let's don't judge them based on who we are or who we're not. We do, I'm sorry. We do loud really well. We do hugs. We do family. And as the pastor and the dad of this house, we do love. 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 Let's stand up. Let's worship the Lord. Come on. Let's worship God. Just for a moment. Press in. Come on, just lift up your hands all across this place. Just take a moment. Press in with God.
Spirit of love.
Let's get in sync with God. Let's get in rhythm with God.
Evidence is all around.
Come on, sing church.
Spirit of
Spirit of the Lord is here.
the atmosphere.
Come on.
The atmosphere is changing now. Your Spirit of the Lord is the evidence is all around.
Love Him tonight.
The Spirit of the Lord is here. Overflow in this place. Fill our hearts with your love.
Come on, sing it.
Your love surrounds us. You're the reason we came to encounter your love. Your love surrounds us.
God, overflow in this place.
Fill our hearts with your love. Your love surrounds us.
Come on, worship Him today, church. God, we worship You in this place. God, You are love. Thank You for loving us today. Come on, just worship Him, church. We worship You, Jesus. We worship You, Jesus. Spirit of God, fall fresh. Make this your prayer.
Spirit of God, fall fresh on us. We need your presence.
Your kingdom come.
Your kingdom come, your will be done here as in heaven.
Sing it one more time. Come on, Spirit of God.
Spirit of God, fall fresh on us. We need your presence.
Your kingdom come.
Your kingdom come, your will be done here as in heaven.
Father, today I pray over Your people. God, I pray that You pour Your love out on them. God, for every person that's watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on the internet, God, pour Your love out on them. God, You loved us. You are love. Ought not we love, should love, or commanded to love each other. God, let this be a house where no matter what, we are rooted and grounded in Your love. Let us be people that know the love of Christ and that we walk in that love. God, I thank You that in this world You are suspended on a cross between heaven and earth. And You made that one statement that proved Your immutable love. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. And it was at that point that the veil in the temple was rent and we gained access into the Holy of Holies. It was that point, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. That the whole earth shook. That the rhythm of love between heaven and earth, with Jesus suspended in space on the cross. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. That beat, that heartbeat, that love rhythm caused the earth to quake, and the veil in the temple to be rent, and for Your people from this time forth to have a God that will do exceedingly abundantly above all we could ask or think. God, thank you for the power of love. Come on, would you just thank him today? Thank you. Thanks so much. So great to be back with you. And you know what? God has been so good. He's just touched my heart during this time of sabbatical. And I used to want to just be known as a warrior, but can I tell you something? I want to be a love warrior. I want to be a warrior for love.